It's not for children. This meeting is for mature minds. This meeting is for people that are going somewhere in life. This meeting is not for people that still want, this meeting is for people that are hungry for more, hungry to become destiny changers, hungry to make impact in their world. It's not for children. It's not for children. It's for strong minds. People that have the heart of a lion that is ready to embrace life. And the children of Israel, again, did evil in the sight of the Lord when Ehud was dead. Next verse. And the Lord sold them into the hand of Joab, Jabin king of Canaan, that reigned in Hazor, the captain of whose host was Sisera, which dwelt in Harosheth of the Gentiles. Next. And the children of Israel cried unto the Lord, for he had 900 chariots of iron, and 20 years he mightily oppressed the children of Israel. And Deborah, somebody said Deborah. The children of God, they did what is wrong. And there's nobody to save them. A woman rose, and Deborah, a prophetess, the wife of Lapidot, she judged Israel at that time. Next. And she dwelt under the palm tree. I want you to listen to this scripture. You're going to get something. How this woman was courageous with belief. And I want you to imitate her, because her leadership is impeccable. And what a bulletin. And she dwelt under the palm tree of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in Mount Ephraim. And the children of Israel came up to her for judgment. A woman. And she sent and called Barak the son of Abinah, not out of Kadesh Naphtali, and said unto him, Hath not the Lord God of Israel commanded, saying, And I will drove unto thee to the river Kishon Sisera, and captain of Jabin's army, with his chariots and his multitude, and I will deliver him into thy hand. Next verse. And Barak said unto her, If thou wilt go with me, then I will go. Can you see? Barak said unto the woman, If thou wilt go with me. You see a leader. Everybody needs a leader. Barak cannot go without the leader. She rose up as an excellent leader. They are now telling her, if thou, how can a woman lead a war? That's the heart of a lion. You must have the heart of a lion to conquer things in life. You must. You must. So if thou can go with me, then I will go. But if thou will not go with me, then I will not go. Can you imagine? And she said, I will surely go with thee, notwithstanding the journey that thou takest shall not be for thy honor. Hear that. For the Lord shall sell Sisera into the hand of a woman. Believe. Believe. Leadership starts with belief. Believe in yourself. Believe in the abilities God has embedded inside you. Believe in the God you are serving. Believe in the God that has released you to do the assignment that is there to help you. Believe. Believe. For this shall not be to your honor, but the Lord shall deliver Sisera unto the hand of a woman. Believe. 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 That you look at it, you tell yourself, in this my business, I'm going to be a leader. I don't mind the competitors around. I'm going to stand out. I'm going to be a woman that is going to be reckoned with. Believe. You say it and you keep working towards it. Believe and courage. You be courageous to do the things that will take you to that great height. Believe and courage. Hallelujah. And Deborah arose and went with Barak to Kadesh. And Barak called Zebulun and Naphtali to Kadesh, and he went up with 10,000 men at his feet, and Deborah went up with him. Now Heber the Kenite, which was of the children of Heber, the father-in-law of Moses, had severed himself from the Kenites, and pitched his tent unto the plain of Zanim, which is by Kadesh. And they shewed Sisera that Barak the son of Abinoam was gone up to Mount Tabor. And Sisera gathered together all his chariots, even 900 chariots of iron, and all the people that were with him from okay. And Deborah said unto Barak, Up, for this is the day in which the Lord had delivered. Can you see another belief? Rise up, for this is the day in which the Lord has delivered Sisera into thy hand. Talking with belief. Talking with belief. Because what you say with belief comes to pass. So Barak went down from Mount Tyre, and 10,000 men after him, and the Lord discomfited Sisera. You can't be courageous and believe in the God that has sent you, and he will not honor you. You can't. And all his chariots and all his hosts with the edge of the sword before Barak, so that Sisera lighted down off his chariots and fled away on his feet. But Barak pursued after the chariots and after the host. You know, something now happened. The belief and the prophecy she released that God is going to deliver Sarah on the hand of a woman. Let's read down. Verse 21. Then Jehoahab's wife took a nail. Okay. Verse 18. And Jehu went out to meet Sisera and said unto him, Turn in, my Lord, turn in to me. Fear not. And when he had turned in unto her into the tent, she covered him with a mantle. And he said unto her, Give me, I pray thee, a little water to drink, for I am thirsty. And she opened a bottle of milk and gave him drink and covered him. And he said unto her, he thought that the woman is doing him favor. He doesn't know that what the woman, Deborah, has spoken is coming to pass because of courage and belief. Again he said unto her, Stand in the door of the tent, and it shall be, when any man doth come and inquire of thee, and say, Is there any man here? That thou shalt say, No. Then Jehoahab's wife took a nail of the tent, and took an hammer in her hand, and went softly unto him, and smote the nail into his temples, and fastened it into the ground, for he was fast asleep and weary. So he died. Hallelujah. So she was able to speak, and it came to pass because she was courageous. I think we have to stop the reading here. God delivered Sisera into the hand of a woman because of courage. She rose up. If she hadn't risen up, they would have been destroyed. Excellent leaders, they rise up with courage and belief. In every sphere of life, whatever it is that you want to lead in life, you must rise up. You must be courageous. You must have belief for you to conquer. Hallelujah. The seventh one is an excellent leading lady is passionate and ready to die for her vision. Passionate and ready to die for her vision. If you are not passionate, you cannot go anywhere. It takes passion to drive. It takes passion to get things done. You must be passionate. You must be passionate and ready to die for your vision. Hallelujah. We are going to be looking at this lady, Esther, an excellent leading lady with passion and readiness to die for her vision. Esther chapter 4 verse 1. Esther 4 verse 1. Every one of you know about the story, but we're going to be looking at her leadership quality. All the king's servants and the people of the king's provinces do know that whosoever, whether man or woman, shall come unto the king into the inner court, who is not called, there is one law of his to put him to death, except such to whom the king shall hold out the golden scepter, that he may live. But I have not been called to come in unto the king these 30 days. Esther was in a leadership position. And one thing you should know is that every leadership position that God places you in is for a purpose. And once you don't recognize the purpose why you are in that position, you are going to miss the position. Look at Esther. She was in this position for a purpose, because God knows tomorrow. He knows that one day you are going to be needed to effect a change. You are going to be needed to change something. Hallelujah. And look at what happened. We're going to be looking at Esther's excellent leadership quality. The number one is that she's not after keeping her position, but after the safety of the people. She's not after keeping her position, because you are not an excellent leader until you are after the safety of the people, until you are after the next generation, not after your position. She was not after her position. Look at Esther 4:13. Then Mordecai commanded to answer, Esther, think not with thyself that thou shalt escape in the king's house more than all the Jews. Because she came to a point that she wanted to protect her position. What are you telling? They say they want to destroy the Jews. That one is not my business. I am after my position. Mordecai reminded her, think not that you are here, that you shall escape in the king's house more than all the Jews. For if thou altogether holdest thy peace at this time, then shall their enlargement and deliverance arise to the Jews from another place. But thou and thy father's house shall be destroyed. And who knoweth whether thou have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Talking about purpose. Who knoweth whether thou hast come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Purpose. Because some people lose out in destiny when God places an assignment in your hand.